Chris Spotty strangles Spaz after engaging in a fist fight. The FC I'm the One games. And the only thing I can guarantee right now is that, yes, these guys are all alive, but in the end, only one will survive. Let me just take a look at these contestants, if you will. Tributes. That's right. That's right. We got Nuno, Parallax on District 1. Rob and Raylan, District 2. Kappa and Pup, District 3. Mackie and Nolan, District 4. You know, this kind of reminds me of Legends of the Hidden Temple, except the number of teams are double, and instead of a team winning, only one person wins. Chris Body, you know, the guy who FC'd, what's his face, Black Betty on drums. Maybe I should have said what's her face. Anyway, Chris Body and Midnight, District 5. You got Spaz and him. Oh, shoot, maybe I should have included. Oh well. District 7, we got Nick and Arvane. District 8, Blue and Kev. District 9, Matt Way and GHX. District 10, Pars and Peach. District 11, Smokey and Callum. And District 12, Pinky and yes, because I thought this was a good idea, Undead. Proceed. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Mackie runs away from the cornucopia. Pars scares Pup away from the cornucopia. Spaz grabs a jar of fishing bait while Nolan gets fishing gear. Alliances already. Kappa runs away from the cornucopia. Tim grabs a backpack and retreats. Callum scares Nick away from the cornucopia. Rob grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. GHX grabs a jar of fishing bait while Kev gets fishing gear. What's with the freaking fishing gear? Smokey runs away from the cornucopia. Blue snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Peach runs away from the cornucopia. Raylan runs away from the cornucopia. Chris Body runs away from the cornucopia. Parallax runs into the cornucopia and hides. Strategy, maybe? Nuno runs away from the cornucopia. Arvane takes a handful of throwing knives. Midnight runs away from the cornucopia. Pinky runs away from the cornucopia. Matt Way accidentally steps on a landmine. Uh-oh. Is that already a fallen... Undead cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Oh. Proceed. Kev thinks about home. Okay. They haven't even reached day 1 yet, and we've already got 2 people dead. Chris chases Nolan. Pinky stalks Raylan. Arvane kills Pup with a sickle. Ooh. Blue tries to sleep through the entire day. Yeah, tries. Nick receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Ooh. Midnight tries to sleep through the entire day as well. Smokey receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ooh. GHX hunts for other tributes. Pars injures himself. Parallax makes a slingshot. Mackie begs for Nuno to kill him. He refuses, keeping Mackie alive. Kappa sprains his ankle while running away from Tim. Uh-oh. Spaz runs away from Rob. Peach steals from Callum while she isn't looking. Proceed. 3 cannon shots heard in the distance. Matt Way, dead. Undead, dead. Pup, dead. No, I've never seen everyone's statuses during the reaping. Okay. Oh, nothing interesting. Proceed. Arvane cries herself to sleep. Chris Spotty strangles Spaz after engaging in a fist fight. Pinky tends to his wounds. Kappa receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Callum forces Kev to kill Nuno or Blue. Kev decides to kill Nuno. Raylo and his dogs, you know. Anyway, Raylan destroys Rob's supplies while he's asleep. Uh-oh. Let's see. Smokey lets Parallax into a shelter. Peach attempts to start the fire, but is unsuccessful. Midnight, Nolan, Tim, Mackie, and Nick sleep in shifts. Pars tends to GHX's wounds. Proceed. Callum chases Pars. Pinky overhears Blue and Rob talking at a distance. Kappa and Peach hunt for other tributes. Midnight, Parallax, Kev, and Arvane raid Chris's camp while he is hunting. Mackie steals from Raylan while she isn't looking. Smokey, Tim, Nick, Nolan, and GHX hunt for other tributes. Proceed. 2 cannon shots heard in the distance. Spaz and Nuno. Wait, okay, Pars is still alive. Check it. We got everyone here except for Nuno. Dead. Proceed. Pars passes out from exhaustion. Kev, Nolan, and Blue sleep in shifts. GHX, Arvane, Callum, and Nick tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Pinky, Kappa, and Tim discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Chris quietly hums. Parallax, Peach, and Midnight successfully ambush and kill Smokey, Raylan, and Rob. Mackie tries to treat his infection. Proceed. Parallax sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Kappa and Callum hunt for other tributes. Nick, Chris, Mackie, Pinky, and Nolan hunt for other tributes. Still, Tim, Midnight, GHX, and Kev raid Blue's camp while he is hunting. Arvane diverts Pars' attention and runs away. Peach dies from thirst. Proceed. 4 cannon shots heard in the distance. Smokey, Raylan, Rob, Peach. 3 kills. Oh boy. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, Parallax, and Midnight. Carry on my legacy, Pars. Anyway, proceed. Blue receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Tim thinks about home. Pinky stays awake all night. Parallax tracks down and kills Chris' body. Arvane looks at the night sky. Kappa dies from an infection. Nolan goes to sleep. Nick stays awake all night. Kevin and Midnight run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Callum, GHX, Pars, and Mackie tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Proceed. Tim, Parallax, Pars, and raid Kev. Kev raid Blue's camp while he is hunting. Nick thinks about home. Nolan defeats Arvane in a fight but spares her life. GHX searches for a water source. Pinky receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Callum explores the arena. Mackie stalks Midnight. Proceed. 2 cannon shots heard in the distance. Chris' body and Kappa. Oh boy. True Hall of Famer Parallax. Proceed. Callan, Nolan, and Tim discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Nick loses sight of where he is. Blue tries to treat his infection. Arvane receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. All these sponsors are so unknown. Pink and Midnight hold hands. Kev throws a knife into Pars' head. So much for District 10. Parallax screams for help. GHX and Mackie talk about the tribute still alive. Proceed. Arvane kills Mackie with a hatchet. Callan receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Parallax sees smoke rising in the distance again, but decides not to investigate. Blue tries to spearfish with a trident. Midnight collects fruits from a tree. By the way, I forgot to mention that I'm drinking a Mountain Dew. Let me see. Pinky steals from Nolan while she isn't looking. GHX receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Tim attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. Kev runs away from Nick. Proceed. 3 cannon shots heard in the distance. Pars, Mackie, Tim. Oh, we also got District 2, District 3, District 6 entirely dead, along with District 10. We got Midnight and Pars, the only living guys with multiple kills. Proceed. Arvane, Kevin, Nolan cheerfully sing songs together. Midnight and Pinky huddle for warmth. Parallax receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. GHX also receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Callum tends to her wounds. Nick and Blue run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Proceed. GHX injures herself. Nick kills Pinky with a suicide. Blue constructs the shack. Okay. Midnight attacks Parallax, but she manages to escape. Kev fishes. Nolan convinces Callan to not kill her, only to kill her instead. Arvane travels to higher ground. Proceed. 2 cannon shots are in the distance. Pinky and Callum. Again, everyone's status. This time, these 2 districts are all dead. And now Nick has a kill. Nolan also has a kill. Proceed. Kev is awoken by nightmares. Blue receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. GHX sets up camp for the night. Nolan defeats Midnight in a fight, but spares her life. Nick defeats Parallax in a fight, but spares her life. Arvane dies from thirst. Proceed. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Parallax decides not to go to the feast. Nolan sobs while gripping a photo of her friends and family. Blue decides not to go to the feast. Nick, Midnight, and Kev get into a fistfight. Midnight triumphantly kills them both. GHX sobs while gripping a photo of her friends and family. Proceed. Blue searches for a water source. Parallax and GHX hunt for other tributes. Nolan diverts Midnight's attention and runs away. Proceed. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the tributes. The squirrels separate and kill GHX and Nolan. Midnight tries to kill as many squirrels as she can, but there are too many. Blue uses the squirrels to his advantage, shoving Parallax into them. Proceed. 7 cannon shots heard in the distance. Arvane, Nick, Kev, GHX, Nolan, Midnight, and Parallax. Wow. And now Midnight is the new leader in kills. That means only one left, I think. The winner is Blue from District 8. Nice going, Blue. Placements. All right. So let me see how this works. Wait. 6th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so we got 1 through 6 here, but that means why is there so many third places here? Whatever. I got 5th place and 3 kills. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Now there's statistics. Oh, here I am. 3rd place in kills made. Is there anything else? Nope. I've never done that before.